Alright, hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and we are back for some more of the Yokai Watch 3 Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we have went and head on over to the Colvin continent, and we did some, a little bit more of the mystery dungeon areas that I did want to go and tackle out with. Unfortunately, we didn't really go about with another said boss, but hey, you know what? Stuff happens sometimes, and we can't always go and get everything completely done within a said type of dungeon area. So anyways, we are all done for right now. If you guys do want me to go continue onwards with anything else in the Colvin continent, just let me know in the comments down below. But for right now, we are on our way of trying to collect out with the S ranking system right now for our watch. But before we can even go and do anything like that here, there is a few other different sub-quests that we do need to go worry and actually take care of before we go and do anything else. Now, for example, we do have our first of many of the sub-quests that we are going to have to go and tackle out with here for this said S ranking watch, and that is going to be for the Pocket Mirror Po challenge. Now, that is something that we did originally do before, but we don't really have the Egg Soul right away just yet, because we have to go and talk to Mr. Zen at least a couple of times, so that we can at least activate out with the Fusion Shop, and then also activate with the Soulcery Shop. Now, the Soulcery Shop is basically the one that we really want the most out of, because we do need to make sure that we get that Egg Soul. Now, as a reminder, if you guys are never actually got to go and play through Yokai Watch 3 before like I have, basically for what I've been hearing is that for this whole Soulcery thing is that once you go and use that type of method on your yokai, you won't be able to go and reset it back. So if you decide that you want to go and return that yokai back to its normal state, you can't really go and do it, because once you have that soul, it's already there for good, and you're kind of missing out on that said yokai. So just be a little bit careful for whatever type of yokai that you decide to actually go and make a soul out of, because once you go and do that, it's already permanent and you can't change it at all anymore. And that same goes for, I want to say, within the fusion yokais as well, because like once you already get that fusion, it's already there right there. So there we go, we got ourselves with Blown and Stoppa, so very nice. So I do have to say this design actually looks really nice, and we did name it after Jay Witz, classic PokeTuber, and also TCG card collector as well too. However, I don't know if I already would have said this, but in the two videos for today, we are going to be moving onwards towards into some more I think the Twilight Princess at this point. We are going to have to go and battle out with the Armor Goma. We are going to have to use our special Dominion Rod to do some stuff around within there. Because I'm pretty sure that I think the only way to knock out with Armor Goma is actually having to use one of the statue buddies that we're going to have to use around within our time to knock them down. And I think that's all that we're going to be doing. I don't think there's going to be anything else that's going to be too crazy that's going to be happening within that Twilight Princess episode. And that should at least be somewhat pretty nice. A short but sweet type of episode. Just like we're doing right now here in Yokai Watch 3, because I just want to make sure to do quite a bit of editing, because like there's a lot of type of backtracking that we're going to have to do throughout this episode, and it would have probably been a little bit longer than normal. So yeah, it's better enough to just go ahead and just worry about editing out some things that you guys don't need to see all that much. Okay, so here we go, over at the Shoten Temple. Now, I want to say that at this point in time, he is going to give us a letter so that we can at least get this whole Ultimate party at least somewhat going. But we have to wait until the next day, unfortunately enough, because we kind of have to wait until that time actually does happen. But once the next day actually does roll around, we will show back up here to our time of Mr. Zen, and then we'll get ourselves all activated into the way of the whole Soulcery system that's going to be showing up here. Now, I'm trying to remember what this whole Pocket Mirror Po is. I think it's just basically something to go and have, I think, for you to basically have it like on the fly, I think. I believe that's what the Pocket Mirror Po is. So I don't think you really need to worry about having to go out of your way to talk to a Mirror Po. I believe you could just go and just use it like at any given point in time. So it's pretty handy, if I have to say so myself. And I think that's the reason why that we need to go and pick this up for the S ranking, because there's going to probably be situations where we are going to have to battle maybe quite a bit of other different yokais in other different places, where it will probably take us a little bit of time if we just went and just walked around within that said area, right? So it's always good to have that there. But here we are, right on back over here to where Mr. Zen is going to be. So we went and delivered your letter to the post office there. Unfortunately, we did not actually have the actual said Mirror Po for that activation of that type of way, so I did have to go and do a little bit of some editing to make sure that you guys just, when it saw me, just head over directly to that actual said post office from there. But here we are. So now here is the party. This is the next day, so you guys can be able to see that there's quite a bit of like different yokais out here at this point in time. I know that we see that yokai with the sun from before. That was basically over at the Bada Big Tower, but we never really saw the other yokai there that was having all the raindrops falling around her. I know that we seen her before. I want to say a Yokai Watch 4, and there was like a little bit of I think there was like a mystery event or something that you could do with her, but that was basically about it. I don't know if there was ever a time where you did have to like do like a battle or anything like with her, but I think there was just only like a little side mystery event for that.
I see.
So here's the Grand Monk. He'll basically kind of just go into the way of how these soul gems are. So it looks like there's different attributes of different type of ultimate type of things that will happen from there. So what's going to happen is that one of those type of seaweed yokai right there is just going to basically turn itself into soul, and same with the other one as well. So now we actually do have the option to basically choose between both with a Steppa or a Wiglet. Now I'm pretty sure we already have a Wiglet, but I don't know if we have a Steppa at this point in time. I know that we went and battled out with the seaweed yokai before, back around when we went and played around as Haley-Ann at that point in time. I think that was during the way of us having to battle out with Slackerjack, I think, as well too. Because that was like a hidden yokai that you could go and search for with your yokai searching. So there we go.
Drizzle. Drizzle.
Yeah, so I don't think they want to go and basically use up their soul right there. So I think they're going to basically stay as their normal selves, I guess, for both with Zelda and Ray of Light. Okay, so with all of that being said in mind, I think we just need to go and just talk it over to Mr. Zed one more time, and I think we should at least get this objective finally completed, which then we will have to go and then do another type of wheel bonus as well to figure out what else we're going to go and pick up from here. Unfortunately, I haven't really been the best at the wheel bonuses all that too much recently. Normally, I would always think that I would be able to at least get some sort of situation where I'll be able to get like a gold, but nope. But Party at Shoten Temple has been completed. Another quest is set and done, so very nice for that. I'm gonna be getting a lot of EXP for the time being here. Ooh, and another mighty medicine, which again, however, I guess the good thing is that throughout the main part of the game, for like the tail end of everything within Chapter 10, we didn't really hardly ever had to go out of our way to use any of the mighty medicine at all. And I still have it, like, right now. Alright, so let's go for the Soul Cry thing here. So let's go and do that. And yes, we'll go after Mohit here. And let's just make sure that we go and change him around. So let's do it. And we can go and give it on over to the Yoppel newbie over at the Ink Center area, so that we can at least get this pocket mirror pole that we do need. Alright, so now back over here as Nate's side. Yeah, unfortunately the annoying thing is that with these type of missions here, there's gonna be like set different subquest missions for like each of the different characters that you have. So sometimes if you go and try it like with the other character within this subquest, it's not gonna really work. You kind of have to use that one character for what's going on here in this type of side. So we have to be as Nate again for here. So it looks like we're going to have to head off to New Yokai City, because that's where we're going to have to go and see the release of the actual said Pocket Mirror Po. Which that would be pretty cool. Alright, so this guy's going to have to get to work now, so we can't really go and interrupt him any more than it actually has to be. We already gave him the actual 8 soul that we did need to go before that guy there. What? Okay. But I think we're alright, because I don't think we need to really worry about that for tomorrow, because we can just go ahead right on over here, just right away. And we already got it.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it was a big success, and it was sold out in no time from what Mirapo was saying there. Very cool. Alright, so here we go. Got our very own Pocket Mirapo. Nice, so we don't even have to worry about paying for anything, because we're the ones that also developed this actual said item as well too, so we get the recognition as what we deserve here for this one. Well, it's pretty nice to go and see Steve Jaws again. We haven't seen him too many amount of times. He kind of always shows up like in other different situations, but here we go, get to see him again within this type of subquest. So anyways, I think that's going to be about it. So Mirror Post self-reflection is now done here. So I think we got majority of everything that we do need for us to at least get somewhat settled for the S rank type of challenge that we are going to have to do, I want to say, for the next up and coming episode as well. Now we do have one more thing that I do want to go and take care of, but that will also happen within the next episode as well, within the time too. But for right now, we're just going to end it off here. See you guys in for another episode of Yokai Watch 3, and of course, peace.